It's December 6th, 2024. Overwatch is losing players in rapid speed. But why? In this exact day, NetEase partnered with Marvel Studios would put the last nail in the coffin for Overwatch with their game Marvel Rivals. Superhero slash villain games is nothing new in the gaming industry. We've had a lot of good ones, and there's one we just genuinely don't talk about. But what makes Marvel Rivals so much better than Overwatch? To start it off, Marvel Rivals is a way more welcoming game than Overwatch. For example, for you to play Overwatch, you need a phone number that is prepaid, which means you pay for services in advance, where in postpaid, you pay at the end of this for the services. This is a huge issue, especially in the UK. For example, there are around 75 million people who use postpaid numbers, and that is in the UK alone. Imagine in the whole world how many people can't play it because of a stupid fucking phone number. In Overwatch, you unlock characters as you play. Some will take a while and it can be a bit teasing. In Marvel Rivals, everything is basically unlocked to you. You can try out every character as soon as you click play in the game. Both games are pretty similar to one another, and with this, Overwatch fans like to say that Marvel Rivals copied their game. But I don't see it. Here you can see a side-by-side comparison, and in my opinion, it doesn't look quite similar. The only thing I can agree on that it is the same, it is the game modes. But again, because there have been games in the past that have used this kind of game modes, for example, Team Fortress. Some of you might agree here with me, but am I the only one who likes Marvel Rivals characters more than the Overwatch ones? Like I don't care what anyone says. Doctor Strange might be the best character in the game. He is OP as fuck. As in like Overwatch, I cannot say anything positive for any other character. While in Marvel Rivals, you just know the player because you've seen those kind of like heroes or villains in like movies, and you just grow a personal attachment to that, and it's way easier to understand than in Overwatch in my opinion. Personally, I can't wait for Deadpool to be in the game. Like just imagine Deadpool in Marvel Rivals. And look, I have an idea for his ultimate we were talking about with a buddy of mine. What if, now hear me out on this. What if Deadpool, his ultimate, he cannot basically die? If he, like for a specific amount of time, he just can't die. Because in real life, he has that power that he's unkillable without, if he doesn't have like the little magnet thing where we saw in Deadpool 2. So yeah, that would be a pretty cool concept for the character. Now you might say that Overwatch isn't dying, but if we go to some statistics, we can see that Overwatch is completely dead. For example, there are around 16,000 people on, with an all-time high of 75 people online, while Marvel Rivals has around 232,000 in the game right now, which completely fucks Overwatch in current players and all-time players together. If you're wondering, the game has an all-time record of 644,000 people in, which is insane, as Overwatch 2 released in 2022, whereas Marvel Rivals has been released for 3 months. Just let that sink in. Another reason why Overwatch lost so many players is that the game sucks now. Now, it ain't what it used to be, sadly. Now the game just shoves skins in your face. It's even the most hated game in Steam, having around 326,000 negative reviews. The most recent one being that how they moved from the game to Marvel Rivals. I even made a video on how the game is actually the most hated game and made out some very good reasons. So if you want to check that out, please go jump down in the description and you will see them. The only downside I can see in Marvel Rivals is that if you were to install the game HDD, the game will suck for you. Like, you'll have completely unplayable lag. If you're to install it in an SSD, the game runs perfectly fine. I don't know why. Of course, like SSD prefers and it uses more like the computer, whatever. But for some people nowadays, they can't afford very good PCs, especially how the prices have basically gone up. And the game is very high demanding. If you need a pretty decent PC to play the game, you cannot just run it in any setup basically. Now, I've seen a lot of like pro players moving from Overwatch to Marvel Rivals for a good reason. Overwatch is completely dead. And in my opinion, yes, fucking Marvel Rivals put the coffin like right above Overwatch. So if you do agree with me, and if you don't, please let me know in the comments why you think basically Overwatch hasn't completely died, but you need to agree with me that it's died a little bit. But again, you let me know down in the comments. If you did enjoy, be sure to subscribe, like, all the good things. Goodbye.